Welcome back to Prep Station Biology UTME 2025. We'll be talking about homeostasis, and I was telling you that homeostasis is one of the topics in year 10 or SS1, like the third term, like that. Okay, so what is homeostasis? It is the regulation of internal environment. How do you keep the environment inside your body constant? How do you regulate it? When you're talking about the environment, talking about the amount of sugar, the salt that you have in your body, the water content that you have, how do you maintain it? Man is a complex machine, I believe you agree with me. And we need to ensure that some compounds in our body are balanced. They are not too much, and you do not even have shortage of them. Okay, so let's move on. This is the process by which our bodies maintain a steady internal environment. It's a process by which your body maintains a steady internal environment. Some of us just discover that there are times you sweat. You don't know why. Discover that there are times you pee more than some other days. You don't even know why. It is homeostasis. Your body is maintaining some things. There are times you pee. You discover that your pee, the color can be golden yellow. At times the color is straw. At times it can be cloudy, and you don't know why. Your body is managing some things in your body. It's not just for fun. It's not because something is wrong. No, that's homeostasis taking place. Okay, and it is needed so that the health, the growth, and efficient functioning of your cells can be maintained, so that all the cells can function properly. You don't give too much of water to a cell that doesn't need it. It's going to cause problem. You don't give salt to what doesn't need too much of salt. There will be a problem. You don't keep too much of sugar in your body. There will be a problem too. So our body has been pre-designed so that all those things are taken care of naturally. Okay, the body adjusts a condition such as temperature, osmotic pressure, and concentration of dissolved substances in the body fluids such as carbon dioxide, oxygen, urea, food particles like glucose and ions such as sodium and potassium. Now, there are organs in the body that help to carry out these processes of internal body regulation. What am I talking about? You know, when you're talking about, we have different segments, right? Even we have government now in our schools, we have different departments. So if you're talking about homeostasis too, there are different organs in their respective departments. So those different organs, they all have their individual responsibility when it comes to managing, balancing, maintaining your internal body environment, making sure everything is balanced. Now, so what are the organs? Now, they include your kidney, your liver, the skin, and the hormones. Your kidney, your liver, the skin, and the hormones. So let's move on. Now, let's look at the kidney. Let's look at the kidney. When you dissect kidney vertically, it has three main parts. We have the cortex, we have the medulla, and the pelvis. Now, it is this pelvis that connects to your urethra. It connects to your urethra rather, before it gets to the urethra. Now look at it. This is the urethra here. This is the urethra here, and it is connected to the pelvis. Now, what is the function of the kidney? Now, regulation of salt concentration, osmoregulation, that means balances water, then regulation of acid-base balance of the body, then it also excretes urea to keep the body free from waste products. I hope you know that the kidney also helps in the process of urine formation, right? Because your urine too has some toxic substances that cannot be kept in the body. I would advise that you go and read the process of urine formation. Now, that process has like three main stages. We have the first one, we have what we call ultrafiltration. Ultrafiltration, when your urine, your kidney rather, filters out everything that is in the blood. It filters everything out. Ultrafiltration. This screen here is ultra slim. So it filters everything out. Ultrafiltration, leaving nothing behind. But the kidney will not have a rethink and said, wow, why did I filter everything out? There are some that may still be needed in the body. Then it will now carry out another process. It is called selective reabsorption. So it is during this process that your kidney begins to reabsorb some of the things that has been filtered out. You get? I hope you guys are there. Okay. Then, what are the diseases of the kidney? We have nephritis. Now, this nephritis is not really a big word. Stay with me. The kidney has a smallest unit. You know, in biology, we have cell being the smallest unit of all living organisms. The kidney too has its own smallest unit. And the smallest unit of the kidney is known as the nephron. It's known as the nephron. Now, if you look through this kidney here, this diagram here, I don't know if you can see it very well, but there are tiny, tiny particles inside them. Each one is known as a nephron. Each one is known as a nephron. And you know the funniest thing? Everything that the big kidney can do, each nephron too can do it. So the nephron now, each one can carry out these processes. But if there's a problem with one of the nephrons, if there's a problem with one of them, it's just a matter of time. The entire kidney will soon become faulty. That's why you need to watch what you eat. You don't over-labor your kidney. You don't eat things that will make your kidney uncomfortable. Are you there? Okay, so nephritis now. I was telling you nephron and itis. Now, in biology, when you see this word, it means inflamed or inflammation. You get? Inflammation. So, nephronitis. It is what? Nephritis. That is inflammation of the nephron. Conjunctivitis. Inflammation of conjunctiva. Are you there? So, when your your nephron become inflamed, that is nephritis. We have kidney stones. We have diuresis. This diuresis is when your kidney is releasing excess of water. You get excess of water. Like when you check, if I say excess of water now, I'm not saying that you pee every 30 seconds. Even if that is happening, but the content of the pee, if the pH of the pee is changing and they discover that it's tilting towards looking like 7, which of course is neutral, it's looking like water, that means there's too much of water in the kidney. I mean, in your urine, there's something wrong. Something is wrong with the kidney because that shouldn't be. Of course, we have an hormone that will help you to manage this. It is called ADH, antidiuretic hormone. So what it does, it prevents that. Then we have edema. This one, when you retain water that's supposed to come out of the body, you are retaining it. People like that can be bloated, like they look big abnormally. When they sit down, the leg like every part of their body is swollen. If you press it like this, it takes seconds before it comes back. It is possible that such a person has this, and it's a kidney malfunction. Okay, so let's move on. Let's look at liver. The liver is a glandular organ closely associated with the gut. Now, it is a glandular organ and it's associated with the gut. That means it is possible that your liver has a digestive function. Okay, now it secretes bile. What is the function of bile? It helps us to digest fat. Now, and it's a key organ in the metabolism of foodstuffs after digestion and storage as glycogen. Now, the bile contains sodium carbonate, which neutralizes the acidic chime from the stomach. Stay with me. Now, there is the stomach medium. The stomach medium, now, you have been told that your stomach is J-shaped, right? Your stomach is J-shaped, right? Okay, so let's say this is somebody's stomach. Okay, now, this guy here is acidic. Now, you should agree with me that when you're talking about the digestive process, all the organs are different. We have the mouth, we have the stomach, the small intestine to large intestine, but stay with me. All of them do not have the same medium. The same way, your primary school and your secondary school may not wear the same school uniform. And they may not even have the same instruction code, which means what is applicable in primary school, if you take it to secondary school, they can what? They can come harder you. And what you are doing now in secondary school, you may not do it when you get to university. You get now? So the organ here have different medium. This guy is acidic. The stomach is acidic. So what happened? It is one of the functions of your liver to secrete sodium carbonate, which will now, if sodium carbonate is basic in nature, you get, so that by the time it mixes with this, it balances it. We call it neutralization reaction in chemistry. Okay. Now, so it also emulsifies fat for rapid digestion. So what are the functions of your liver? Blood sugar concentration, blood sugar constant, like it helps you to maintain the blood sugar. Now, there is an organ that is very close to the liver. Yeah, the name is pancreas. What does it do? The pancreas secretes insulin, and it also secretes glucagon. I think it's the only organ that can secrete hormone and enzymes. The enzymes like lipase, amylase, I think chymotrypsin are also secreted by the pancreas. We should get there. Okay. The liver also helps in the elimination of protein. So it helps us to take out the amine that we have in protein. That can be injurious if you leave it. Then secretion of bile, manufacture of fibrinogen. What does it mean? When you talk about formation of blood clots, this fibrinogen is very, very important in that process. Then detoxification, then generation of heat, thus regulating body temperature. Okay, so let's move on. So what are the diseases of the liver? We have hepatitis, we have the gallstone, we have cancer of the liver, we have diabetes mellitus, and we have cirrhosis of the liver. Now, going through all of these diseases, they are all associated with what you eat. They are all associated with some of the habits that we have. Hepatitis, gallstone, cancer of the liver, which is important that you do not engage in activities or anything that you think can bring problems to any of the organs that we have here. So let's look at some of the questions that we have. The mammalian endocrine system is responsible for... Now, please stay with me. What do we have here? We have endocrine system. There are two systems in the body where messages are sent. We have the endocrine system and the nervous system. Okay, but this one is talking about the endocrine system. Let's see. The first option is transmitting impulse. Now, you do not transmit impulse via the endocrine system. No. Are you getting it now? You don't transmit impulse via the endocrine system. The next one is regulating body temperature. Then we have regulating osmotic pressure of blood. We have chemical coordination, and we have the manufacture of blood. Now, the answer here is chemical coordination. Now, why is it chemical? Now, we are talking about endocrine. This is the system that secretes hormones. They are chemicals. Are you there? This is the system that secretes hormones in the body. They are chemicals. We have hormones like I gave you. We have ADH. We have the hormones called HCG, good woman chorionic gonadotrophin. This hormone is only found in pregnant women. If a woman is not pregnant, you are not supposed to see it. And if you do a chemistry test and you see this hormone, chemistry test, please. That is volumetric analysis, and you see 0.000000001 in a man. That man is highly important. Then we have other hormones such as we have thyroxine, we have triiodothyroxine. Now, this guy functions like the catalytic converter that we have in our cars, but we have this one in the body. Okay, so let's keep that. So what's the answer? The endocrine glands release hormones into the bloodstream, and it also coordinates the activities of those hormones. It tells them, you go here, you go and do this, you go and do that. Okay, what's the next one? The oily substance that lubricates the mammalian hair to keep it flexible and water repellent is secreted by the oily substance. Now, the answer is, okay, now it's not the sweat gland. The next one is sebaceous gland, fatty cells, the granular cell. Now, the answer is sebaceous gland. Why? Your sebaceous gland secrete what we call sebum. I'm sure some of us may have heard of that oil before, right? Sebum oil. Yes, this is what is secreting it. Our body can naturally secrete it. So instead of you going to go and buy it, just look for food that you eat that would help or that would energize this sebaceous gland to secrete more of sebum. Okay, and it's going to lubricate your skin to protect against friction, and it makes it more impervious to moisture. Now, what's the next one? Now, use the diagram above. In this case, it is diagram by the side, not above. to answer these questions. Emulsification of fat takes place in the part labeled. Now, what of course is emulsification of fat? What is emulsification of fat, or where is this fat taking place? Like, it means when you see fat in the food and they are bringing them together, right, so that digestion can occur, all of them come at once as a whole and they are digested. And where does that take place now? Now, let's look at this. The first one here, now the first one is the liver, right? The first one is the liver. No, it is actually liver that secretes what will help us. That is the bile that will help the process. Now, the answer is D. D, that should be the small intestine. Am I right? What do you have before? Okay, yeah. That should be the small intestine. Okay. Fat emulsification is the process of increasing the surface area of fat in the small intestine by grouping them together into small clusters. If you have seen agglutinated blood before, you will understand what I'm talking about. We'll take a short break now, and by the time we come back, prep station UTME biology will continue.